Welcome back, Valley friends. Today we're hanging out with Joy in the quest, Dream a Little Dream. To unlock this quest, you will need to reach level 10 Friendship with Joy, and you will need to have the Forgotten and Belle in your valley. Once you've met all the requirements, you can chat with Joy to get started. Joy has been trying to come up with ideas on how to find more of the plush bear parts, and she thinks she's found one that might work. She has noticed that bear parts have appeared each time we tried to change something in the valley, so she wants to put together a dream production to tell a story. She believes if we tell the right story, it will cause more plush bear parts to appear. We need to put together a story with a lot of meaning and feelings. Joy asks us if we have any ideas. But before we can start production on our epic dream, we need to check in with Sadness. Once we're done chatting with Joy, we'll need to check up on Sadness. Sadness wants us to reenact the memory we had first recalled when finding the plush bear parts. She believes if we recreate it, we will be able to remember how we had felt during the event. This could help us find more plush bear parts and address the feelings we had in that moment. Before we can start the dream production, we'll need some stage equipment. We will also need someone to write our script. Sadness suggests asking Belle to help us with the script because she is such an amazing storyteller. She also suggests heading back to headquarters to find the equipment we'll need. Once we're done chatting with Sadness, we will need to make our way over to the Inside Out realm. Here we will need to find the dream documentation in the box near the crafting station. Then we can head down to the dream production set where we can find the dream camera, pot of green paint, and the 2 spotlights. After collecting all the equipment we needed, we can head back over to the valley. We will need to deliver the dream documentation to Belle so that she can get started on our script. We explained to Belle that we need her help writing an opening act for our play. In the opening act, the main character is being teased about something that is important to them. Belle is happy to help and has her own experiences about being bullied. Once we're done chatting with Belle, we can head back to Joy to provide her with an update and find out what we need to do next. Next, we'll need to decide on the best location to film our dream production. We suggest somewhere quiet. Joy has done some scouting around the valley, and she believes she has found the perfect location for our production. She suggests using the secret chamber in the Frosted Heights. I'm sure this will be perfect because not many valley friends go to the chamber. Joy also needs us to craft a special camera lens which will help make the production feel more real. For this we'll need to collect some materials. To craft the lens, we'll need to go mining for the following gems. Topaz from the plaza. I love taking hay with to collect all my gems. Next we'll need amethyst, which we can find in the Frosted Heights or Forgotten Lands. Then we can head to the Forest of Valor or the Glade of Trust for an emerald. Next is a garnet from either the plaza or Peaceful Meadows. Then we will need to head into the Vitalis mines to find 1 ruby and 1 sapphire. I honestly only come into the mines when I need to complete a quest or star path duty. My motion sickness gets so bad when I play in the mines. And the final gem we'll need to collect is a tourmaline from either the Frosted Heights or Sunlit Plateau. Once we've collected all our gems, we can head over to our nearest crafting station to craft the camera lens filter. After crafting the lens, we will need to head over to the secret chamber in the Frosted Heights. Once you've entered, you will need to interact with all the shiny spots in the chamber to place your dream camera, the pot of green paint, and the 2 spotlights. Now that we've installed all the equipment, we can chat with Joy. The set is almost ready for our dream production. We just need to place the camera lens filter on the camera. Then we will need to decide who is going to be playing our main character in the dream production. Seeing as we're trying to recall a memory from when we were younger, it might be a good idea to get the Forgotten to play the main character because she might remember the incident more clearly than we do. Joy agrees that the Forgotten will be perfect for the role. She asks us to check in with Sadness. She'll be able to give us some advice on what we're trying to achieve with this dream production. After chatting with Joy, we can interact with the camera to equip the lens. Then we can chat with Sadness. We ask her for advice so that we can ensure the scene is properly sad. She asks us about things that would normally make us feel sad. We tell her that we don't like feeling lonely. It makes us feel like no one cares about us or our feelings. This realization helps us tap into the feelings we need for the dream production. Now we just need to chat with the Forgotten to see if she would be willing to act in our dream production. I found it very fitting that it was raining in my valley whilst I was doing this quest. We explain that we're putting on a dream production, and we need her to play the main character. She's the only one in the valley that really understands us and knows what emotions we have gone through. Onyx is happy to help us and take part in our dream production. We tell her to meet us in the secret chamber where we'll be filming our dream production. We can now make our way back over to the secret chamber where everyone is waiting for us. We can chat with the Forgotten to make sure they are ready to get started. We direct the Forgotten to make sure they get the feelings we're trying to portray just right. Just as we instruct her about feeling upset about still cuddling her plush bear, something goes horribly wrong. This reenactment has triggered a memory for us. We remember our friends had invited us to a sleepover, but they started making fun of us for still needing our plush bear for comfort and told us we're being babyish. On that day we decided it was time to grow up even though we weren't really ready yet. We just wanted to fit in like everyone else. The bear parts we've been finding symbolizes the comfort we've been longing for but hid because of how our friends had treated us. Sadness can feel the final bear part is close. We suggest fixing all the broken equipment and going through the scene again. Hopefully that will reveal the final piece. We'll need to chat with Joy about fixing up the set so that we can redo the scene. We'll need to clean up the broken glass from the lights. We can use the glass we collect to craft new light bulbs. Once we're done chatting with Joy, we will need to clean up the glass around the chamber. There should be 6 pieces of glass. But you can also use glass from your storage for this part. Then we can head over to our crafting station to craft 3 light bulbs. Make sure you have the light bulbs in your inventory, then head back over to the secret chamber to give them to Joy. Joy will replace the broken lights. She suggests playing around with the lighting to get the right mood for our production. She has set up some color buttons we can use to change the light colors. Once we're done chatting with Joy, we will need to interact with the different color switches she has installed. The first color we're trying is yellow. Then we will need to listen to the performance. Yellow wasn't the right color for the scene. We'll need to try a different color. This time we'll go with blue. Make sure you turn the yellow lights off to get the right color. Then we will need to watch the production again. The speech bubbles appear in a weird spot for these scenes. Next we need to make the lighting purple. To achieve this we will need to use both the blue and red lights. Then we must continue watching the production. Once the performance is completed, the yellow plush bear yarn will appear. Make sure you pick it up. Then we can chat with Joy to complete the quest, Dream a Little Dream. As always, please leave us a like if you found this video useful and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. I will see you next time as we finally get to the bottom of this strange plush bear mystery.